Oliver Twist. That name is so popular among Africans as the song that defines DBanj's career, maybe more so than the book by Charles Dickens. That's how big the song was. It was a clever play on the premise of the book to represent the person that always wants more than they were given, be it cars, girlfriends, or whatever. A life of gluttony to some extent, but captures the reality for most of us. What we have isn't enough for us, so we have to find ways to get more. What a genius way to tap into the gripes of the disenfranchised. But let me not get carried away here. The significance of the lyrics and positioning of Oliver Twist will come later in this video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Wemoto and this is how DBanj scored a viral hit with Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist was the biggest African record of its time which did the unthinkable. It crossed over. And by that I mean UK, Europe, USA, etc. Before Drake's One Dance introduced the wider Afrobeat sound to the world in 2016, Oliver Twist by DBanj was the Afropop record that got the ball rolling in convincing the world that African musicians might be bringing that heat to the world after all. The overseas markets, and the UK in particular, were growing into African music, and with such a mammoth record, everybody wanted to know what this new sound was called and where they could hear more of it. Not long before this, Britain-based Ghanaian DJ Abrantier had coined the term Afrobeats to describe the mixed West African flavor he played on his sets. The crowds took the name and ran. Recorded in 2011, the timing of Oliver Twist was everything to contribute to its virality. DBanj had only a few months earlier scored a chance meeting with Kanye West in Dubai, which is a pretty cool story by the way. DBanj was leaving Dubai after a show and heading back home to Nigeria, and an air hostess mistook him for Kanye West. I don't know how the hell that happened because the brothers do not look alike at all. Anywho, that alerted DBanj and his team to Kanye being in the vicinity, and his manager did what good managers do. And he went and found Kanye's people and got DBanj 5 minutes with the king. DBanj says, you know what, hold my beer, I just need 2 minutes with Kanye West. Like a boss. And he played him his stuff, and Kanye invited him to New York because he was impressed and wanted to produce his next records. Timing. For Oliver Twist to be recorded, there was a monkey on DBanj's back that he desperately needed to get rid of. He had mixed music with politics in 2010, recording a jingle for President Goodluck Jonathan's re-election campaign, and caught some serious heat from Nigerians for it. He needed a song to get him back in their good graces. In Oliver Twist, he capitalized on the fascinations Nigerians had with success, Nollywood stars, and American music. He mentioned his, I think, ex Genevieve Naji and Omotola, who were the biggest Nollywood stars at the time. Trey Songz, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Don Jazzy, Tubabai Dibia, Rihanna, Fally Ipupa, I mean, yo. Yeah. That's why dropping Oliver Twist in 2011, after the heat for the politics had died down, but before people had cancelled him completely, was crucial to the song's success. Luckily for DBanj, cancel culture was not born then, so yeah, timing. It came as no surprise though that initially, when Oliver Twist dropped, of which it was leaked, it failed to really take off, and for good reason. This leak forced DBanj's hand. Besides the Nigerian public being kind of mad at Dude, that sound was not really where Afropop was at and needed a bit of a nudge to get people into it. DBanj and his then producer and friend Don Jazzy totally could have just given up on it, but they didn't. Instead, they knew what they needed to do was give it a unique push, which could take advantage of the best bits of the song. This is when DBanj's team crafted one of the most successful music marketing campaigns on social media ever seen in African history. The PR move to gauge public perception. and the marketing move to influence the uptake of the song by launching an Oliver Twist dance video competition on social media, and DBanj's website was the game changer that they needed. It is one of the earliest social media dance video challenge examples by an African act used to leverage such platforms for music promotion. It also helped that Don Jazzy, who's naturally funny, had the first entry, and fans have always gravitated to his likability as his video was shared pretty much everywhere. The competition was an overwhelming success, and with the new Kanye connection, the strategy was put into overdrive to then push the record even further. Timing. As a result, the song crossed over into the United Kingdom first, where it debuted at number 9 on the UK singles chart in 2012. Timing. Context is also important here because 2012 is the same year Gangnam Style by Psy was the biggest song in the whole entire world. For DBanj to have found his shining moment in the midst of all that shows you how much Oliver Twist was a winner, but there's another case in point. That year, the whole world was looking at music they wouldn't have looked at before that because the biggest record in the world was from Korea. Timing. It did help that the backing of good music allowed him to piggyback off a great distribution network, and the star that was Kanye West, who featured in the music video as well, which dropped after the song had already proved it had potential. Again, timing. All these points came together to feed into the viral hit that was Oliver Twist. Besides the fact that the song was unconventional and fire at the same time, all these points contributed to Oliver Twist becoming the biggest African record of its time. What do you think helped Oliver Twist by DBanj tip over the scales and cause as much damage on the dance floor as it did? Comment to let me know what you think, and like the video, as well as subscribe to the MJ Wemoto channel, and I'll catch you next time.